Okie dokie. I'm going to show one more video, but then I'm going to get the flock out of here. Let's watch. They destroyed the guy's leg, unfortunately. So let's watch the press conference. Let's watch the press conference here so you guys can hear exactly what happened to this guy. Horrible.
I'm an attorney out of, thank you all for coming out. I'm an attorney out of Austin, Texas. My name is Kevin Green. I have the privilege to handle a lot of civil rights cases, including, unfortunately, a lot of police brutality cases. And there seem to be coming from, most recently from Zapata, Texas, down the road from Laredo here. We're at the federal courthouse. I also have the honor and privilege of representing Mr. Rigoberto Barrientos, who lost his leg. He was a victim of 4 sheriff's deputies that assaulted him last year. And then his case lay buried beneath a false police report where the deputy who filled out that report lied and said that Mr. Barrientos started a fight with that deputy.
That's so, it's so typical. They just lie.
We know because I fought along with my partner, Thomas Lyons Jr., very hard to finally get the Zapata County officials to give us a copy of all of the police body cam footage. The footage is absolutely horrific. It shows an unprovoked arrest with no probable cause, and then much, much worse.
Now you guys know an unprovoked arrest without probable cause is going to be any evidence they found on him would be fruit of the poisonous tree.
It shows that the 4 deputies decided to body slam Mr. Barrientos face first towards a concrete floor. And what braced his fall and probably kept him from severe facial and spine injuries was his knee. His left leg, because the sheriff's deputy used a very dangerous takedown maneuver, his left leg bent backwards in the opposite direction that your knee is supposed to bend, so forcefully that his leg, you could hear it on the video. It makes a horrible crunching, popping sound. And it just splits the leg all the way off, except for just a little tissue in the front. The deputies had to apply 2 tourniquets right away in order to save his life because quite literally, Mr. Barrientos was bleeding to death on his own carport at his home for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And he was rushed to the Laredo Medical Center and then immediately sent on to San Antonio for life-saving care. Sadly, they could not reattach his leg. So Mr. Barrientos, who's has spent a lifetime working in construction and just as a blue-collar laborer and a citizen of Zapata, could no longer work. He could no longer take care of himself. He's crippled for life, as you can see. He's disfigured. He's traumatized. They saddled him with over $500,000 in hospital bills. He spent a month in San Antonio, away from his family, away from his friends, away from the life that he knew in Zapata, trying to recover from this horrific assault by the Zapata County Sheriff's Office, the sheriff's deputies in the office. And we have filed suit this week in federal court to get justice for Mr. Barrientos. The reason we're holding a press conference, though, is because this is a much wider issue. It's not just between Mr. Barrientos and the police. If it was...
Wow, he's nailing it. This is a much wider issue. They're attacking us in the streets regularly. We're not fighting back, and they're savages.
I wouldn't be here talking to you today. I would just be an attorney like every other attorney inside doing my job. Instead, I'm out here because this is a community problem. Anytime you have law enforcement that is so poorly trained and poorly supervised that 4 of them would do this to Mr. Barrientos and then try to cover it up, right? That's a big problem. The fact that these 4 officers were never disciplined. One of them, the chief instigator of this, Deputy Martinez, has been promoted, I think, twice, but at least once into a new federally funded position. So they've lifted no finger to try to fix the problem. They've done absolutely nothing to help Mr. Barrientos. And no one in Zapata, none of the citizens of Zapata deserve to be treated the way that Mr. Barrientos was treated. Everybody deserves a sheriff's department that works a lot better than what they've got. And just think for a second, this crossed my mind the other day. If you were a woman living in Zapata that felt like, hey, I might want to call the police because my fight with my boyfriend or husband is escalating. Now she has to do the different type of math that no woman should have to do. They have to think, if I call the cops, what are they going to do to this man? It might just be a little argument, right? And then for all the men, if a woman calls the police on you and you've done nothing, you're not insulting, you're standing.
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Let me jump in here. Listen, if your wife calls the cops on you, you leave. You leave. It's not legal advice. It's what I would do. If a woman calls the police on me, I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. I'm taking whatever I can grab right this second. If I'm drunk, I'm walking. I'm leaving now. If she calls the cops on you, you leave now and don't come back ever again. She tried to kill you, bro. She calls the cops. You're dead. You could have your leg torn off. Chick calls the cops on you. You leave and never see her again, ever. She will have you killed. There's got to be a hard line here. You call the cops on me, we're done forever. Period. I'm not going to yell, scream, beat, hurt, scare you even. I'm going to protect you and provide for you. You call the cops on me. You call the cops to my house. You and I are completely done now. It's over immediately. Don't ever come around here again.
They're very meek, very mild. And like I said, I have the videotape to prove every single thing I'm saying. And this happens to you. That's not the way Americans should live their life. I know that these communities on the border are good people. And I know there are a lot of good officers, and no one deserves to have
got to get that cop suck in there. I know there's a lot of good officers. Do you? You sure about that? Which one of the 4 there was the good one?
Sheriff that's unwilling to take a stand and fix a problem, just like Sheriff Raimundo Del Bosque apparently has been. So it's a sad story. We are here to get justice for Mr. Barrientos. I know this process is going to take a while, and I really appreciate everyone coming out to listen to what happened, to spread the word that there is a problem, a big problem in the sheriff's office in Zapata County that needs to get fixed. And the politicians have an opportunity. I said I had the video. I don't want to release the video. I want them to release the video.
Oof.
I think that's their job. They are the public officials. They're the elected.
Eat my shorts, lawyer. Eat my shorts. Mr. Attorney, whoever you are, someone can contact him for me. Reach out to this. Don't reach out to anybody. Listen, attorney man, eat my shorts. Release the body cam footage if you have it. Transparency, transparency, transparency. Release the body camera footage if you have it. This is not a debate.
Officials. You know, this is going to be something that comes up, I'm sure, during the campaign season that's coming up in 2024 and even starting now. And if they don't get a handle on what's wrong in Zapata, then
I mean, he's got a stub. Look, he's got a stub. I mean, the cops tore his leg off. Look, you guys can see. Can someone tell me if you can see the arrow or not? Maybe 10 people tell me if you can see the arrow, but he's got a stub.
The citizens need to know, and they need to know in time before they vote. So I am today pleading with the county officials, the county commissioners, the sheriff himself, anyone that will listen in Zapata County to release that video and to make some statements, tell people what they intend to do to fix this, to make sure that no one else gets hurt, like Mr. Barrientos, and to make sure that the public knows that no one's going to tolerate a hyper-violent police force.
We do now. What did he say right here? Listen to this.
To make some statements, tell people what they intend to do to fix this, to make sure that no one else gets hurt. Like,
dude, this lawyer, there's something, this, bruh. Esquire, sir, giving police autonomy for them to tell us how they're going to make their boo-boo better has not worked out, homie. This, what's wrong with you, bruh? They should release the body cam footage and then tell us what they're going to do about it? What? I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm a little bit confused. They should tell us how they're going to, they should be criminally charged. There should be a grand jury convened, and there should be someone there who actually wants to get the cops prosecuted, not the local DA or an ex-cop or an ex-DA. No, a citizen's prosecutor who was an attorney for 30 years and wants to get the cop prosecuted, and that person convenes the grand jury. That's how it should go. I don't want them to tell us this. August Vollmer, if you guys are, you've heard me mention August Vollmer 100 times on this channel. August Vollmer wrote the Policeman's Handbook that gave police autonomy. This lawyer is suggesting that they continue to get it.
Like Mr. Barrientos, and to make sure that the public knows that no one's going to tolerate a hyper-violent police force.
But we do. They tore his leg off, and the cop got 2 promotions already. They tore the guy's leg off, and the cop got 2 promotions. So we do tolerate a hyper-violent police force
that's just taking it out on people because they can.
That's right.
Thank you very much, and I'll open the floor to a few questions, and please go ahead.
Do you have any information on what investigation, if any, was conducted after the incident?
I think almost nothing was done.
Yeah, nothing.
Right now, there needs to be a full, open, transparent investigation to where not just me and Mr. Barrientos, but the entire community can feel assured that someone's really looking into this. And I don't know if that's the federal officials that need to.
I mean, just take a look. We gave $10 billion to Ukraine, $10 billion to the arms dealers, $100 billion. We're at $100 billion now. And look at this town. I mean, look the backdrop of the town.
Get involved out there, you know, for any type of civil rights investigation or anything like that. But that would be an important step. I would hope that we might even hear from the U.S. attorney or, you know, the Texas Rangers and people that handle public accountability when a police department or a sheriff's department is operating outside of the law.
Have you looked into their personnel files, deputies that were involved in this incident?
I have not been provided the personnel files. I've asked for them. I will be able to get my hands on them during the course of discovery. And for viewers and listeners who don't know, the discovery is just a process where both sides to a lawsuit exchange information, you know, pursuant to like the judge being the referee on how that goes. We are definitely entitled to it. And once the suit, you know, goes its course, we're going to go through a very fulsome discovery process, and we're going to leave no stone unturned on our end to figure out how these people.
No stone unturned. What? The discovery process, the dude's got no leg. There's no leg on the guy. Discovery. You mean for a lack of evidence? There's no leg here anymore? We're going to go through the discovery? He just shows up to court in the wheelchair with a nub. There's your discovery. What happened? They attacked me and tore my leg off. What's your proof? I don't got a leg anymore. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not funny, but there's your discovery, lawyer. There it is right there. Just wheel your client in. Sit him down in front of 9 people. Show him the stub. That's it. There it is right there. I mean, I don't know what this lawyer's. I mean, this lawyer. Put a 1 in the chat if this lawyer is a little bit kooky. Am I wrong here? Put a 1 in the chat if this lawyer is a little bit kooky. I mean, thank God he's helping with the lawsuit, but he's a little kooky, isn't he? Like, bruh.
People got hired. I mean, what are their backgrounds? Do they have a history of this? What disciplinary actions, if any, were taken? And maybe most importantly, were they ever given any training? Like, especially after this happened.
More training.
You know, has there been, and there needs to be a whole new, like, continuing education program for the deputies in Zapata County.
What?
On de-escalation.
More training, defund and replace. It's not working out.
Proper use of force.
No, bruh.
And how to do a takedown without.
Why do you got to be taking people down when we have cameras? You don't need to take them down. Dude, people who need to be taken down, you'll see they need to be taken down. They're attacking people. Even if they run off, you got these guys' address. Let them run.
Out breaking someone's leg completely off their body. I think that's not a lot to ask.
This lawyer's kooky. I don't want them learning new takedown attempts, dude. You're just kooky, bro.
Is there a criminal investigation ongoing in regards to their actions?
I am not privy to that. I don't know. I hope so. It's not an area of law that I practice in. You know, if there was, it'd probably be the Texas Rangers or the FBI that was handling it, and I'm sure that they'd be happy to answer any question like
the Texas Rangers are cops for cops.
that.
One last question.
The FBI, put a 1 in the chat if you would not trust the FBI.
Is Mr. Barrientos still facing criminal charges for this incident?
That's a super interesting question. He's faced absolutely none.
So they broke his leg off and he wasn't charged with any crimes.
None. And the reason why is they shouldn't have arrested him in the first place. And his arrest report on the top says, oh, he was arrested for resisting arrest. We all know that that's a ridiculous charge. You have to be arrested for something first.
Did they drag him in by his 1 leg? How much was he resisting with a stump?
You just can't resist arrest.
Didn't they require 2 tourniquets immediately so that he didn't bleed to death? Isn't that what was in the report? But he was resisting arrest?
Out of the blue, right? So our contention in the lawsuit is pretty simple, that without probable cause, any use of force against Mr. Barrientos, even handcuffing Mr. Barrientos or grabbing Mr. Barrientos, was an unreasonable, excessive use of force. But quite clearly, even if they did have a basis to arrest him, this wasn't like an active shooter situation where someone had to be taken out where it was life or death. They should not have snapped this poor man's leg completely off his body.
It's all an active shooter investigation. We are all active shooters. Grandma, grandpa, little Johnny, all of us. Kid on a tricycle, everybody's an active shooter.
Well, I'm sorry, one last question. What are the causes, namely in this federal civil lawsuit?
What are the
causes?
The cost?
Cost of actions.
Oh, the causes of action. So we have a First Amendment claim. Our contention for that is that Mr. Barrientos was arrested for simply saying his opinion about, hey, you know, this is my house too, right? That's what the video shows. And the deputy kind of got mad at that for some weird reason and arrested him. So it's been black letter constitutional law in the United States for decades and decades that a police officer is not allowed to arrest somebody for expressing a viewpoint, even if the police officer disagrees with it. But the more obvious ones for most people, it's going to be, this was a use of excessive force in violation of the 4th and 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution. That's the 4th Amendment, something everyone's heard of. That's your protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. Obviously, this is a seizure that went wildly, wildly wrong.
Okay.
Are there any other questions?
I got no more questions.
Will, Sorry, go ahead.
Can you clarify, do you have the video already, or?
We've got the video, and we're waiting to see if the county will release it themselves.
Why don't you
And
release it?
if they won't, maybe one day we will. We'll just have to see how that goes.
What?
But I want them to.
What the fuck? Who do you think you are, dude? Who's this lawyer? Victim. Hold on a second here. Attorney Green. So I'm going to reach out to Attorney Green here. I'm going to find Attorney Green. Attorneys Kevin Green. Okay.
Take this opportunity to do the right thing. You know, these are elected officials. They don't need to hide behind lawyers. They don't need to hide behind their desk. You know, if they have a problem, they need to get out in front of it. They need to go public and tell people, hey, this is what happened. It was wrong, and it's never going to happen again. And here's what we're going to do about it.
Man, he can't stop cop sucking. He's such a cop sucker. He thinks they're going to fix it, make it all better.
And so far, it's just been silence. So I invite the media to follow up with them as well. You know, what do they plan on doing about this? And if any of these officials have not seen the video, if the sheriff's office is hiding the video from the county commissioners or whatever's going on in Zapata, call me, email me.
I'll email you, bro. I'll email you. He said right there, didn't he? Did you guys hear that? He said, if they're not showing it, then email him. Okay, Kevin Green, I'll email you, bro. I'll air that video. No problem, dude. The public has a right to see it. You're right. I have a channel with a couple 100,000 people here. I'll air your video, Kevin.
Any public official in Zapata, I will let you watch the video yourself. That way you can take a stand against what happened.
Were there any steps taken prior to the lawsuit on trying to rectify or find a solution or anything to that situation?
The county has done nothing, no outreach whatsoever to Mr. Barrientos. They know that they've crippled this man. They know that they've deprived him of a way to earn a living. He's not been helped by the county whatsoever. No one contacted anybody. And like I said, they kind of were hiding behind a false arrest report. And when I asked them, and I had Mr. Barrientos ask them for all of the information about his case, the videos and the arrest record, they told us to go fly a kite. They weren't giving it to us. I had to sue them in Zapata County just to release the public records on Mr. Barrientos. That's how much they wanted to sweep this under the rug. So that was a big fight, and that was expensive for us, but we won. And so they have now given me that information, and with that, I was able to file suit in federal court, and we're going to go get justice for this man.
Any words, Mr. Barrientos has?
No, just want to say de que pues, nomás que se haga justicia y que pues.
Can you imagine? So like we're watching this guy right now, right? And you guys saw he was shaking his leg, that the leg he has left. He was shaking it like crazy, right? But what we don't know is if right now he's having millions of tingles in the stump. We don't know where his headspace is. We don't know if he's contemplating suicide right now. We don't know if he is at the bottom of his rope. We don't know if his wife and him split. We don't know anything that this man's going through other than he has one leg now because the cops attacked him and tore his leg off. So what's he going through? Why is he shaking his leg? What does he got to say? What guy are we meeting right now compared to who he actually is? All this attention. He doesn't look like a guy that had a microphone and sat there and talked in front of people. Doesn't look like he was a public speaker.
No creo que le pase a alguien más.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the major reasons we're fighting this lawsuit as well. Is Mr. Barrientos feels very strongly that no one else should go through what he went through. Nobody. So we're going to stop it. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. That I guess concludes the press conference. I really appreciate everyone coming out today.
So let's watch this real quick and let's see what we got here.
¿Por qué más está tumbado?
Just relax.
Just relax. Just relax.
¿Por qué más está tumbado?
Relax.
¿Qué pasó, chiquilla? Con esto.
Relax.
Ponme.
Relax.
Relax.
Ahí está el phone. Ahí está, bro. Ahí está. Cabrones.
Watch out. Hey, watch out.
Get a tourniquet.
I got a tourniquet.
¡No hice nada, cabrones!
Put a tourniquet on his
¡No
leg,
hice
bro.
nada, vato! ¡No te hice nada, homie!
Oh, you were getting my face. I was trying to help you
¡Toma
out.
tu face!
I was trying to help you out.
¡Toma tu pinche face! Me puse, güey.
I think his bone popped out of his leg.
Me mandaste a la verga, homie. Cállate, Gloria.
Ni modo.
Háblale a Alejandra y dile
No.
lo que
yo no
hiciste,
le voy a decir
cabrona.
nada.
1018, güey. 1018.
Qué
Así
cabrona.
fuiste tú conmigo, así.
Pinche cabrona, cállate.
Así fuiste tú conmigo.
So I'm not sure if you guys know, but they tore the guy's leg off. That was horrible.
Cállate, Gloria. Cabrones.
Put a tourniquet on his
No
leg,
hice
bro.
nada, vato. No te hice nada, homie.
Oh, you were getting my face. I was trying to help you
Toma
out.
tu face.
I was trying to help you out.
Toma tu pinche face. Me puse, güey.
I think his bone popped out of his leg.
Me mandaste a la verga,
I think his bone popped out of his leg.
homie.
Ni modo. Así fuiste tú.
Cállate, Gloria.
Ni modo. Así-
Háblale a Alejandra y dile
No.
lo que
yo no le
hiciste,
voy a decir
cabrona.
nada.
1018, güey. 1018.
Qué
Así
cabrona.
fuiste tú conmigo, así.
Pinche cabrona, cállate.
Así fuiste tú conmigo.
Me mandaste a la verga, cabrona. Me mandaste a la verga.
1018, I need another one.
Yo no le hice nada.
Here you go. 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 Here you go.
Pinche cabrona.
Needs to go higher.
Yeah.
Higher you can.
Yo no le hice nada, bo.
That's fine, boss. Don't move, brother. Don't move.
Relax.
Le chingo la pierna, cabrona.
Lift it up, güey. Lift it up, please.
Oh, me mandaron a la verga, cabrona. Ya no puedo, cabrones. Pinche cabrona.
Ah, madre. It's all right.
Mandó a la verga, cabrona.
You're all right.
Ya no hay
So I think it would only be appropriate if I just gave a call over here, and we talked about this a little bit. I think that it's only fair that that we call over there.
So for the sheriff's office,
Hey, is this the sheriff's office that tore that guy's leg off?
no comment, sir.
Oh, is this I just wondered if this is the same sheriff's office. I just saw it on YouTube is all,
No comment, sir.
No, I'm just wondering if this is the same department that was accused of tearing a guy's leg off. I saw it on YouTube. What do I know? I'm just a citizen. I'm just calling. Is this
Once again, sir, no comment.
well, I mean, okay, so instead of saying it that way, can I ask it another way so I can just know if this is the right place? Because there's a few different places on the map. Is this the same sheriff's department that has an incident that could have been shown on YouTube recently?
I'm going to say it again, sir. No comment.
I mean, ma'am, I'm a good citizen. I don't break the law. I'm a good person. I donate to society. I do the best I can. I'm an upstanding young man. I just want to know. I mean, I'm not trying to. I didn't call you any names, did I? I didn't say anything bad, did I? Ma'am?
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say again, no comment. And
Well, don't
if
hang
you're
up
not
on me.
here,
Don't hang up on me. I get trauma from
I'm
people.
going to go ahead and hang up.
No,
sir.
don't. I get trauma. Don't hang up on me, please. I just want to say goodbye properly, okay? Is that okay? I'll just say thanks for your time. Have a nice day, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for not hanging up on me. Take care.
I will.
Okay. Bye-bye. I got another phone. Okay. Okay. Let's just, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
About the sheriff's office.
How you doing today, ma'am?
That's good, sir. Thank you.
What's that? Ma'am? I was just calling about maybe if this was that sheriff's office where that guy got his leg torn off.
I'm going to say this, sir. No comment.
Oh, is this the same operator from a second ago?
I'm going to say no comment, sir.
Okay, I was just calling about that guy's guy's leg torn off. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You got his leg.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, if you got your leg torn off, you want people to call for you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
No comment.
All right. I hope I'm not giving you a hard time. I just wanted to make sure if this was the right police department that tore that guy's leg off.
No comment. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. You tell them coppers that God bless them. They're going to need God's blessings.
All right.
Okay, now.
Have a good day.
Okay. Yep. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
All right.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll let you go. Okay.
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 Bye-bye.
You have a good Sunday tomorrow. Hope you get to church. Hope you get to church.
Likewise, sir. Thank you.
Yep. You take care of yourself now. Yep.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yep. Okay now. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right. We'll let you go. So with that in mind, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I really, really appreciate it.